Hello and welcome, I'm Maziel, and today let's talk about the Solo Auxilia new tank with extra options, the Basilisk and Medusa. I've got no complaints about it really, not real, but there is something which just tickles me about this, and it kind of really highlights the poor design planning which seems to be coming from Games Workshop right now, but we'll get to that, I promise. But let's just talk about the external first. Like, it looks lovely. It looks like a nice tank. It looks like it's meant to be a tank. Everything's very much reinforced. If you look at the Dozer Blade, is a great example of this. You see how the spikes are reinforced there. You've got the extra trim here, which is all meant to look very practical and not just for pretty looks. All well reinforced. But yeah, it looks very nice. I can't complain. It looks like a lovely tank. But I do have to say, I think this here has been designed deliberately to stop you putting a sponson on it, which is weird because it's a Basilisk. But that's obviously for the other Solo Auxilia Lehman Russes to stop you being, or kind of to hinder you putting it into 40k and your Astra Militarum army, which is kind of weird because you'd thought you want people to buy this for multiple options, but nope, can't do that. It's a horus heresy tank, not 40k. They're really stopping you doing that now, and it is again weird. And you have the Medusa there. Again, it looks very nice. I like the extra trim. I like the extra reinforcements. It looks pretty. It looks like a nice tank. It looks like a very stocky, practical tank. And this one has pinning and... it does say actually, because I read it anyway. Rending, 6+ rending. And this one has pinning and shred, and looks pretty good. There you have the commander on top. Looks lovely. I like this CRM TV. You're not good enough for a flat screen. How dare you ask for a flat screen? You get CRM. You can play your retro games and it would look better. Again, looks very nice. Very cool. I like this extra bit of padding. Though, that looks dodgy there. Learn to paint, GW. Okay, it's better than mine. Here's the interior. Now, this is the bit that made me laugh because I was looking at this because I was going to make comments because here's the interior. No one's going to see it, which is a pretty good argument. And then I realised something. Where's the doors? Where's the doors? Like, you can't see the doors. See, this bit would definitely be dead centre of the side here because there's the big gun right there. So that would be around, the doors would be just about here. One of the first door should be around here, right? And if you see, that's where the doors are. Here we go. There's the gun, right there. So we got that picture would be taken around about there. You should see one or two doors. Where's the doors? They're being blocked up. They've been covered up. This is poor design planning. Completely poor. I might be missing something here. But this is where, here's the second bit as well. There's the gun, or the rear bit. Where's the door gone? The doors have gone. There's no doors on the inside. This is really poor design planning on the front of GW. You would have thought they would have thought, well, we got doors on the outside. We're going to put all this nice interior stuff. It looks nice, but no one's ever going to see it. So, but you just forget the doors. Is that a door there? Blocked off completely? Really? Like, poor design planning here. There's no doors. Like, silly. It is really daft. Yeah, so basically, where's the doors? That's just so freaking daft. I mean, it looks nice, and I'd probably bash these into a command squad or add them into like an rifleman squad. But I wouldn't put these in there at all. I wouldn't even do the commander over on top. That's just my choice. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, they look nice. Absolutely really cool. Can't complain. But let's talk about pricing now. I think this is a good point to bring this bit. I think it's a good part to bring this up because I'm only just going to completely get myself stuck on the door thing. And here we go. This is the Forge World one, which is now sold out online. It was £77.50. So we can expect a price drop, which is always good. It's always good to see, models go down in price, even if they're changing from Forge World resin to plastic. It's always nice to see it happen. It's a good thing. And they've kept pretty much most of the design here, but they've added a few bits extra as well. I mean, this looks good. It looks stocky and looks like a reinforced tank, like it should do. But you can see they've added some bits here. And there's a lot more detail on top of the new plastic one. But yeah. And they're obviously using the old Lehman Russ parts here as well. As you can see, like I said, this is where the sponsoring on the Lehman Russ would go. As you can see, there's no trim there or there, so it would fit nicely. And like I said, I think that trim is definitely designed to stop you, well, or hinder you from doing it. And I can't complain about no doors inside. Being an older model, there wasn't much design to go in. They didn't really bother about the interiors that much. You might have got a computer screen or something. But this time, because they've gone so hard on the interior to make it so nice looking, the fact they actually forgot the doors just highlights that so much more. It's hysterical. I'm going to keep going on about that. I really am. Where's the doors? And here is the Lehman Russ. As you can see, it's £40. A lot. So we're probably expecting a £45 to £50 price. I think it's a bit bad, unless it's 40 quid. I think it needs to be at least 40, at most £40. So like the Rhino, and how the Horus Heresy Rhino is the cheapest. And given that there's less bits and less on this than there is on the Horus Heresy one, like you've got the sponsons, you've got the whole mounted weapons. Yeah, you have some bits out the back here, but seeing as you don't have the turret either, you're obviously losing a lot. And of course you have the Chimera one, but I actually had that all planned out. I do figure the Hydra one at $37.50. Again, you could use the Basilisk, because Chimera chassis was used during the Horus Heresy. It wasn't found afterwards. It was used. It was quite common for Chimeras to be used because they were a cheap tank to be used. But yeah, look, like I said, it doesn't look bad. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, I don't mind this, but like I said, I do feel like that they don't want you to use it in Horus Heresy. They don't want you to use it in 40k. It's a Horus Heresy tank, and therefore the prices. And now, talking of prices, you have a type of price and cost is points, and it is a 200-point tank. Now, I was looking at this and thinking whether or not it'd be worth it. Now, the Demolisher, no, not the Demolisher, the Vanquisher Cannon on a Lehman Russ is 155 points, and it has a 24-inch range, but it is a strength 12 AP3. It has a smaller blast radius, but it has rending and brutal 3. And that's 155 points. The Basilisk and Medusa are both 200 points. The Earthshaker Cannon has a 240-inch range. It's a strength 9, AP4, and that obviously has a large range. It's a large blast at 5 inches, so it can hit more, but the AP is going to make it worse. They all have ballistic skill 4, so it's not too bad. But I gotta say, the Vanquisher being so many fewer points, yeah, it's a massive drop in range for both the Medusa and the Basilisk. The Medusa is 36 inches, but the fact you have rending and brutal on top kind of makes it a better points cost, and obviously the price of a Lehman Russ is cheaper as well. Yeah, so I would go for the Lehman Russ. I think this is a nice looking tank, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to the rule set, it is definitely the Lehman Russ ruling here, because a squadron of those will cost you, with a Vanquisher Cannon, will cost you 465 points, compared to the 600 points for a squadron of Basilisks. But you're going to end up doing a lot more damage with the Lehman Russes than you would the Basilisk. It has a less survivability, it has the same armor value as both, but thus that massive points drop makes the Lehman Russ far better. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this new model, and what else do you think? Do you think that they should have put doors on the inside or not? I think they should have, because they went so hard on the inside in the interior of a tank. They went so hard on it, even to allow you to have extra models in there, but no doors. And thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all again soon. Link to Wayland Games down below. As always, if you wish to save up to 20% on your Warhammer and free delivery after £20, there is also Forbidden Planet for comics, DVDs, etc. Skyforge for lots of cool geeky stuff such as Pokemon cards. I don't get any money from that one, that's because he's a good friend of mine and I want to support him as much as I can, and I will. And my comics and merchandise as well. And I'll see you all again in the next one. Goodbye.